Well, good morning. Look, the sun is rising, and my attention is going to be focused for the next couple of game hours on this area. Remember how we had so much traffic? It appears to be better. There's nothing we're going to be able to do about this. These are all individuals trying to get to the university, and that's perfectly fine. It's interesting that they're not going this way. They're taking that. And if there was a house here that we could get rid of, maybe we'd even create another road. But I think this is perfectly fine. Remember, we had a lot of traffic trying to get to the academy. Let's see what's going on. So this road is being used. This road, I don't think I've seen a single car. Not one. I mean, I'm going to keep it, but nothing but much better. Much better. We really only had one way for everybody living here to get up there. And now that we've created multiple ways, even though they're only using one of them, but that's fine. And maybe I've just missed. Look, there's one. Finished supervising, heading home, came from the academy. So that's probably a high wealth. Oh, there's another. Looks like they're going home came from the lofts, going to work at the Great Work, and they came from there. Okay. And as I said, if we do not get a tower here, we're gonna do that, but I just want to be careful. Now it looks like that building, if the building was gonna be knocked over, it would it would change, but the footprint of a tower is different than the footprint of a single family home, but it sure is tempting. Also tempting to do this as well. But either way, we could. So I'm going to wait. This is a relatively new home. I don't think it's anywhere near there. Well, it's starting to change color. It's kind of in between here and here. It's right about there. So we'll give it time and see. But at least that's good. I just want and oh, look at that. Perfect. So we went from one way to get up here to four ways to get up here, and it's made a difference. We don't have that huge backup. Nice. Nice. And once this turned into even more multi and high rise, that was going to be a traffic issue. That was going to be a traffic issue. So, good. Good. Very good. Nice. Nice. Are we happy? I cannot stress just how powerful of a tool this particular data map is. For this city also, let's see. We've been sending Omega. Good. There's not enough space to even entertain trying to do drones. But that is helping. That profit there is helping to cut into this so that we're not so out of balance with our tax income. But look at what we're earning with processors. We're just under 50,000. I'm sorry, 50 million simoleons. It's funny, 50,000. That's what you start a city plot with. We are well beyond 50,000. We're at 50 million simoleons. So we could, in between edits, in between episodes, we could let this go and get to the point where this city is at about 100. We are closing in on another upgrade. I'd love to upgrade another road just to get more towers, but I'm just slightly concerned about traffic, and I'm also concerned about whether or not I have enough jobs. But that, look at that, we kind of went along, and then all of a sudden we upgraded 2 or 3 roads and we jumped up in population. What we could do to match we could take these roads to medium density. So that's going to up. And then the other thing that we could do, and I should do a separate tutorial video. We could up the wealth level. So nothing has changed yet. So let's remember 1700 low wealth, 398, 469. Let's pause. And then let's come over here. This is something that I don't do a ton of. I think it slips my mind. Wait. Yeah, that's empty. All right, so I'm gonna up the value of the land. That actually looks pretty nice. See that? Ever so slight increase. And let's play. Oh, did we lose? I feel like we lost a building. Maybe we didn't. Okay. I'd like for these to transform just a bit ahead of the houses so that the jobs are already in place. Now, while these are transforming, we're actually going to lose some jobs because they can't employ anybody. But let's just get good good tech level. And hopefully by placing this park here, I didn't crowd. Not enough there. There it is. Not enough room to increase density, but that'll be okay. The others are. This is already going, now hiring. It's vacant. So we're gonna drop temporarily. Needs workers. Now hiring. Okay. Now that we've got several of those in place. Look at that immediate. Nice. Nice. Look at that. So we've gone up in available jobs. But in actuality, I really need more of these, the medium and the high wealth. So I really need that to go up as well. Or wait, this part of the city might be more medium. Okay, so we'll be fine. So the high wealth is over here. Okay, good. Good. School's in session. Well, school's out of session because it's evening now. I would have loved to have seen that evening rush, but that's okay. We can always see that. Good. Very good. How many garbage trucks do we have? We have 4 garbage trucks. Let's add 2 more. A lot of sick people, but nobody seems to be succumbing to the Is anybody even in jail? Nobody's in jail. Everybody is in school. 28-minute wait for bus. Good. That's gotten better. Good. Good. Nice. Very nice. Look at this. Nice. We've got some buildings. Let's see. How are we doing? And we have 0 jobs for medium wealth. So do we get rid of those buildings, or I need just enough space, because I know what will give us lots of jobs. Let's pause. We also have another upgrade. I know exactly what will give us a ton of jobs, and it fits. Let's get rid of this. Let's get some drones going. Let's see, can we fit drones? Look at that. The only thing that we would lose is just that. Because that's not a building, that's just, let's do that. Oops, we'd lose that. That's fine. That's fine. We're already making processors. We're going to have garbage. Let's go ahead. Let's plan ahead. Drones, once they get used once, they get discarded. Okay. We got jobs now. So I really can't. That's going to be about it for my medium wealth. I would have to shift medium. We got high wealth and we got low wealth. I don't want to go back to low wealth, but we do have the opportunity for high wealth. So we could expand. I wonder if we could get a high wealth park in between those 2 buildings. Look at the radius. Let's see, how about this one? Or wait, how about one of the... No, we'd lose a building. But this, look at that radius. And then if we could also do the same thing over there, but that might swing too far. Let's see what happens. We may have gone. Oh, and I think I just doomed my building here. That's a medium land value building with my cup of coffee on the back. And I think very soon I'm going to lose it. I'm tempted to get rid of those parks. I am so tempted to get rid of those parks. Well, but look at that. It's not all the way. You know what? We'll see. We'll see what happens. I've grown attached to a building. and I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. All right, so now upgrade. And I believe, yeah, this does it. Department of Tourism. So we are now complete. So for the rest of this region, for the rest of this season, we do not need to place any more city halls. And for the rest of this region and season, we're in good shape. We've got everything that we need from a government city hall standpoint in place. Good. Well, as buildings change all around downtown, I'm gonna I'm gonna be on building watch to see what happens to that building. Look at these. Is this producing drones? I don't see any drones moving throughout the city, so it may not have produced any yet. Actually, does it even have processors? Yes, it's got processors. There we go. Hear that sound? The question is it going to come out of there or come from there? The moment I leave, there it is. That's going to transform our city. And that's probably going to take us from being, not that we really are worried about money, but it's going to even add more as we convert our residential homes into Omega franchises.